Hello, and thank you for contacting Wave Support. I see from your clinical request you have a challenging patient with tight eyelids and small eyes, and you've achieved success, from my understanding, in the left eye with a semi-scleral design, and the right lens you're quite close. However, the lens is popping off the eye on right gaze, from my understanding. When I looked at your designs, the designs actually look very good, and it sounds like you're very close to being successful. But a couple thoughts. As you know, your patient has quite a bit of corneal cylinder, about four plus diopters of corneal cylinder, and this lens most likely, when the patient's looking off to the right, with those tight lids, are causing that one edge of the lens to pop off, thus allowing it to pop off the eye. So the natural fix for that, generally, as you know, is just going to a larger design. So if you go from a 13/8 maybe up another millimeter to 14/8, that may on its own solve the problem for you. However, there's another thought that may be helpful in this case. If we look at your design, I pulled up your design and tried to look to see how that back surface matches the cornea. And one thing that I found in some of these cases when you have so much cylinder is to not average the corneal cylinder when you're doing your initial wave design. When we choose average the corneal cylinder, as you know, that sort of takes a nice global average of this cornea to try to smooth out some irregularities, and sometimes it hides a little bit of the true shape of that eye. And so what I noticed when I looked at your design, and I believe from looking at this, it looks like you may have chosen to average out the astigmatism, and I just set this design back to sort of a default mode and a G-sim just so we can look at these two meridians. And you'll notice the horizontal meridian is about a 778, and you've got about a 795, and if you look at the vertical, you're at a 737. Now I took the same basic lens, but I opened it up without averaging the astigmatism, and if we look at this design now, in the vertical we're at about 731, but the horizontal we jump up to 797, so we get a little closer matching. So this lens, when we do not average the corneal cylinder, we get more like 3 to 3.5 or so diopters of corneal cylinder on the back surface of that lens, whereas this other design you only get a couple diopters. And so I think in your current designs, which you may be not getting a true back surface representation of the cornea, it's actually a little flatter, and that's probably allowing this lens to rock a little bit more when you get off center on gaze. So my recommendation might be to relook at that design, see if it might be helpful to go to redesign it without averaging the corneal cylinder. Go up a little bit larger in diameter, and hopefully that'll keep that lens from rocking as much and stabilize it so it doesn't pop out. I think you're really close on these designs. They look good. I'm glad to hear you're successful in the left eye, and hopefully with a couple small adjustments you'll achieve the same level of success with the right eye. Well, I wish you well with this case, and thank you for contacting Wave Support. Have a great day.